I stood there for a while and took it all in, really took it all in. And I vowed to carry that light with me, to shine, to be like the sun, warm, loving, bright. As I got on my bike to ride home, I couldn't help but smile, and smile big. Writing this from my apartment in nature that has felt like home since the first moment I walked in, the same gorgeous sunlight is shining on my face as it streams through the second bedroom window where my little desk is set up. This is the happiest morning. January 2nd, 2016. There really is nothing quite like a relationship between siblings. So much is learned about love. It's as if a whole other, deeper level of love is formed and happily leapt into. I think it's born out of instinct. When I look at photos of David and me when we were toddlers, the feeling of love is so palpable in the images. It jumps right off the photo and lands in the heart. Looking at them can bring about an intensity that is unmatched, so sometimes I choose to not torture myself and take the easier route by just thinking of them. There's still so much sorrow I feel over David's death, no doubt because it was so damn premature and instigated and followed through by his own hand. When I look at photographs of Denis, a different sentiment arises. Sadness, yes, because I miss him so very much. But with the sadness is also gratitude. Perhaps because my time with Denis, which really only started when I was around 20 years old, began a new chapter in my life. Denis and I spend most of our time together laughing, singing, and enjoying many aspects of life's gifts. We were lucky that way. My few years with David were much more daunting, as for the most part we, along with our other siblings, had to navigate through challenging times and emotional upheaval at home. David and I really never did get to experience many lengthy moments of fun or laughter. Not as far as I can remember, anyway. Perhaps they are tucked so far back, stuck like taffy in the recesses of my mind, that I can't coerce them to join me today. Perhaps it's just too painful to try to remember. I honestly don't know. Maybe I should try to find more photographs. It's such a strange and curious thing when I think about my time with David and then with Denis. It's as if there were a divine plan that ensured that Denis and I would have the chance to build a foundation of a strong siblinghood that we gleefully took part in, so that when David died, I wouldn't be left unmoored. Almost as if the divine knew that I would have the most difficult of times after David died, since he and I were so close in age. I'm not saying that my other siblings didn't suffer. God knows I am in no way implying that. All I'm saying is that Denis and I were simpatico. No doubt it had to do with the fact that we lived under the same roof for a while as adults before David died. And maybe it was partly because we were both entertainers. He was, of course, established already, and I was just finding my legs. But I suspect it is mostly because after David died, I was now the youngest living sibling, and Denis was the oldest. So as nature would have it, the oldest wants to look out for the youngest. You know what? That's the very first time I've acknowledged that truth. Swear to God. Wow. How did I not see that before? Maybe because Denis and I always felt so much closer in age than we were. Now I see clearly how his beautiful and enduring devotion, protection, and support came forth instinctively as the eldest one. Perhaps subconsciously. And perhaps, just perhaps, He may have felt that since he wasn't really around for David's life.